This is gonna be a very self-reflective video, and before I get into it, I really want to share this with the people that consider themselves my friends. I pray that you don't take this personal, like it's directed at you directly, but I pray that you understand that like this is just how I feel on the inside, and how like I guess some of the actions that you may have done have made me feel this way, but I held no resentment to you. I realize that a lot of these things are a lot of like, you know, my own issues and my own personal thing. Just thank you for being in my life and considering me a friend. I love you. Let's get into it. So I want to say I'm pretty much a loner, and I feel like it's by choice for sure, but it's almost damn near by nature as well. Like I've always felt like the black sheep in any like group that I've been in, whether it was, you know, my own family, several of my other friend groups that I've been involved in, whether they were public or not, you know? I look at like certain other people's dynamics in their friend groups, and I'd be like, damn, like how come I don't feel the want to be a part of their friendship, if that make any sense to me? Like I don't know how to explain it. Like you ever look at like you're in the same friend group and you have like one or two other friends that you see and they're really, really close and stuff like that, and they do everything together. It's like, how come I can't be that with somebody that I know as well, you know? But being a lone wolf, a loner, you know, secluded isn't always bad. There are a lot of pros, a lot of cons, but I feel like for me, I only ever feel the cons when I'm by myself. But I love like being not involved in the really drama-filled bull stuff. I love it a lot. I love being secluded in a way and not brought up in messy stuff, you know? Any drama that I've been in does not involve me at all. I just am either the mediator, the middleman, or I'm just like the guy that people come to the event afterwards. I'm not involved whatsoever in any drama. There's no reason why anybody would have a problem with me being involved in anything at all, unless I am the reason for it, which at that point, that's how I am in drama. But for me personally, I don't see anything as drama or anything serious whenever it comes to other people that I'm not really close with, you know? I'm very independent, like I'm very like kind of to myself. I'm a leader, if anything. A lot of people come to me for advice, come to me for anything, and I just, you know, I kind of say to myself on my sage stuff, you know? Like I understand that like, you know, on YouTube, it's so cool to have like a friend group and have like people you can collab with. But I am really, really proud of myself for being able to put myself out there with the people that do help out. Shout out to Doe, shout out to Froze, shout out to Hid, shout out to Olivia. The people that do help me kind of put myself out there more, and like obviously you see the fruits of the labor with, you know, the sub count increase on any channel, the viewership increase, the big humongous thing of comments, stuff like that is just really, really like cool. And like at the end of the day, like it all comes down to me and what I have to say and who I am as a person, you know? I'm very, very proud of that. But on the flip side of being a loner, you know, I feel like a lot of quote unquote friends, or people that claim me as their friend, or people that I think are my friends, kind of like seclude me and don't want to involve themselves with me whenever they don't need anything from me. It's almost like I feel disliked by people that I hold dear to me, and the people that I want to be close with, I damn near have this like, I want to say this like, not a resentment towards them, but I kind of am like scared to like get closer to them and even bother interacting with them, you know? And because I've been a loner for so long at this point, I am kind of like paranoid to receiving love and receiving affection from people that, you know, probably do want to be my friends and be like really close with me and love me and stuff like that. I'm really like very hard on myself and very like, keep that away from me, you know, keep that at arm's length, don't even bother, no, you know? Like for example, we did a video on it a while ago regarding the nappy and I guess the exposure of him, right? When that stuff happened, it kind of felt like I was thrown away by viewers, by people I considered friends, by like, you know, everybody else. The people that were like really close to me were like really like, oh no, Nick, it's not you or whatever. But after that thing kind of like died down, it really just felt like me by myself. So much so that I kind of like reclused into my own Discord. I made new friends. I decided to, you know, if nobody wants to involve Nick in anything, I'm gonna just make my own stuff and say, fuck y'all, it's cool, whatever. But it's so interesting how like, you know, on the timeline or in my private messages, so many people having so much like good things to say to me and about me or whatever. But it's just, if I'm this amazing person, how come you don't like rock with me, you know. It's a weird thing, you know. Or like to viewers who said they love my content, they love everything that I do or whatever, right? How is it so easy for you to stop fucking with me, you know? Like it's so weird to me how that works. I take a lot of things personal. I don't care what nobody says, right? A lot of people would be like, oh, it's the business of it, how the game goes, you know, it's always business, never personal. That is a lie. I think a lot of the times, a lot of things that people do is personal, because at the end of the day, my question to you is, why did it have to be me? You know what I'm saying? Or when I do reach out to other content creators and I want to do some things with them or whatever, I get the excuse of, oh, I'm always busy, or I'm so busy, or I am doing things, yada, 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 yada. And then even like maybe like a week or two later, maybe like a couple of months later down the line, you know, when you would think somebody's freed up, they already have like 10 to 5 different projects lined up. And it's like, wait a minute, bro. I understand we plan things in advance, but like you ain't want to hit the boy back. Like, what's good with you, yo? And I never want to, like, you know, obviously like hit up people and be like, yo, like, you know, I don't know, like, what happened, you know, do you not like me? Because I think at that point it's like, you know, I don't want to come off as entitled to somebody's time and entitled to somebody's, like, you know, workspace and whatnot. So when it comes to that regard, I kind of just leave it alone. Like, once I ask you once, I never ask you again. I'll go get it somehow somewhere else, you know? And to be honest, I would say that being a loner, unfortunately for me, it just seems like a natural thing to do. When I do put myself out there and the energy isn't reciprocated, or it's not what I guess I thought I was gonna get, you know, you shouldn't expect anything at all, but like, you know, I don't think anybody deserves anything negative whatsoever, right? So like, it starts to like mess with me emotionally, and I'd be sitting here like questioning like my self-worth and stuff. And it's kind of weird, like how that stuff goes. Like, we did a video about like FOMO stuff, right? I don't have a fear of missing out. I have a fear of being misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that when I do put myself out there and I am very comfortable, I think a lot of people take what I say as like an attack. They're so defensive and whatnot, right? Because I guess what I say comes off a lot more like bold. It comes off as like unfiltered. It's abrasive, you know? And people can't deal with that because obviously it just isn't what they thought they were going to be getting from me. You know, a lot of people probably look at me. I was talking about a very unapproachable, intimidating person. And it was like, damn, you know, I don't do anything but smile and laugh. And when I am talking shit on the timeline, it's really just me just talking shit. I'm having fun at the end of the day, but like, I guess to the outside world, people don't see that way, right? So it kind of makes me like not want to be that person. I have to hold myself back now because other people are judging without actually knowing me. They know who I am, right? And then guess what? Then they like me all of a sudden. Then it's like, oh my God, Nick, you're so cool. Woo, woo. And it's like, yeah, if you know you would have done something, you know, we could have, you know, what's up, right? But it goes back to just, you know, being a loner, where it's almost like, damn, you know, I don't want to have to sit here and question my self-worth when I know I'm worth more, when I know I deserve better, when I know that like can find the right people. Like, I think that's what I like about One Piece. Like, that's one of the big things for me is like, remember back when like, what's the word? Remember back when Ace left Whitebeard's crew? And then like, you know, he obviously made his own little crew or whatever. And that was like what he did. I love that. Cause I look at that, like that was the whole like Nappy group, right? That was our little group that we all considered really, really close. We were all like, you know, at the top of the world or whatever at that point. And then eventually when that stuff fell down, you know, we all kind of just disappeared. And I feel like everybody else that didn't do YouTube left, but the people that did do YouTube kind of just went with their own thing. And I'm kind of just by myself on my Luffy tip, just going through and just picking up my little crew as we go on and as I go on forward or whatever to make sure that I reach the heights that I want to reach. You know, I want to be like a master of all. And you know, hear me out, right? Jack of all trades, master of all of them. That's just who I want to be as a person, right? But like, you know, I look at the Pokemon channel. The Pokemon channel is cool. I would sure love some more support on that. Obviously, the gaming channel I want to grow immensely. I want that to be like the main channel for me personally. This channel is just I guess like a rant channel, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I think for sure I am going through like life in a really weird way. And to be honest, I'm not gonna hold you. Don't be alarmed. Please don't be alarmed. But like, I think this is the source of a lot of like, I want to say depression. I don't know if it's depression. My reclusiveness, you know, I genuinely do think that like, hey, you know, this thing is a problem. And it has definitely like made me question a lot of my self-worth. It has made me contemplate suicide sometimes. It just happens, you know. And it's just a very, very weird thing. So to to anybody that wants to make me, like, I remember my friend, his name is Video Games and Chill. He actually on his birthday took the time out of his day to like call me out of nowhere randomly. And I remember that, and I was just like, holy shit, that was like a really cool like thing to do. And I'm not even that close to my guy, but I appreciate like the love that he gave to even like put me in that, you know, in that thought process, you know, because he sees me like, you know, going through my things and going through his solo, and I appreciate that all the way. And I just love that everybody else is so like what's the word, reclusive and antisocial, when they all just want the exact same thing, you know. But I don't know, we'll paradise soon, you know.